Episode 7, The Weight of Summer. It is the end of June, and the Tässi Valley moves with a quiet purpose. People think of winter again. Wood piles rise behind every house, and Peeter Kingsep's timber wagon rarely stands still. The demand is good, better than expected, and the forest trails echo with the Zetor's steady rumble. From the gardens, the first early harvest has gone to market. A few crates of vegetables and herbs, nothing grand, but enough to give Peeter confidence. With that money, he finally commits to buying a roller for the grass fields. The meadows will thank him next year. Waltteri spends more time in the garden now. He tends the apple trees with the calm of a man who has seen too much change, and the raspberry shoots see, moved from the forest, promise their first small crop before the autumn chills return. In his hands, the land seems to breathe a little easier. But not everything runs smooth. Peeter lent the old green Zetor to the Ilves brothers, expecting a simple favour for favour trade. Instead, the brothers showed sharper tongues and harder terms than he anticipated. Peeter returns home uneasy, feeling like a rookie in the ways of bargaining, a greenhorn in a valley where every deal carries history. In quieter moments, his thoughts drift to the henhouse. The old chicken pen feels smaller each week. The rooster rules it with too much enthusiasm, and Peeter wonders whether it's time to build a second chicken pen or risk chaos before winter. The farm grows, problem by problem, idea by idea. Thursday, July 2nd, 1992. Summer stands high, and the weight of choices rests squarely on Peter's shoulders.
Damn this thing, hopefully it will work out now. Yeah, let's try it. So yeah, welcome everybody. And yeah, I don't know, this with these Ilves brothers, I think I'm probably shooting myself in the leg with this deal, but yeah, they ran out of battery. I loaded the battery here, checked the oil on this whole thing, checked the alternator connections there, and everything should be okay. Let's try it. Yes, alright, that is good. So I will leave it charging there. And why am I here? That's the thing. Yeah, those guys are pretty good with the negotiations. And as you remember that I needed to borrow our tractor for them to do the field work on their fields, and now they have done 2 fields, 2 quite big fields, but they were negotiating with the straw, so I need to pay them fuel, provide them fuel. That's why I have this fuel barrel back in the trailer. I just filled that guy up, and they had used the battery all the way to empty. I don't know how. Everything seems to be okay, but don't know. And money has gone up and down, 6 movement, and I'm just delivering this wood again to the Tom merchandise, and there is, by the way, these Ilves brothers windmill, so we can then maybe do something with that without 50% of the crops, and we get all the straw, by the way, from those. They promised that they will plant wheat or similar things on these 3 fields here. And I don't know, are they able to make canola oil or something like that? But they were planning canola on these fields 5 and 6, so maybe they will press some oil from on the mill. I don't know. But this will probably provide us a lot of straw. Let's change the slides. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome thing. And what else? Well, quite a lot. I have quite a lot of things on my list. But yeah, but I'm pretty desperate for that straw because I don't have anything for the cows, bedding wise. So this is the youngest brother. He lives here on this building, and yeah, I need to gather some money for next winter because the cows need some bedding. Then I think they will be pretty unhappy if they don't have anything. So, but luckily we have plenty of wood and still a couple of months to get some products out of those greenhouses, and those are looking pretty good. And when I on the last episode sold the chilies, tomatoes, strawberries and honey, that gave me a whopping $3,537. But that's good. Anyway, pretty good. And money is down now because I made yesterday, we are pretty early now in the morning, go into the store, but my order is ready to pick up there, and I can at the same time leave this wood here. So I ordered quite a lot of stuff, and it was like over 6,000. So yeah, my father has there are actually products ready to go. A couple of cases of apples and also first load of those raspberries. So that is a good thing. And he mentioned that he would need fertilizer and seeds. I don't know why why does he want seeds, but he was talking fertilizing the apple trees, and I don't know what he's gonna do with the seeds, but maybe on that raspberry thing, or I don't know. He'll do his thing. I'm not gonna intervene on that. But I will deliver them, and obviously we get a little bit of cash out of those first crops. And I did bought that, as you saw on the intro there. I did bought the meadow roller, 5K. It hurt my heart. Too expensive for just a piece of metal, I think. But anyway, that is bought, and fields 13, 15 and 16 are now rolled, and they are 100% with oh, look at that. What do we have here? So yeah, they are 100% fertilized. Damn, they have started to collect some gear. Maybe they said the young Tom said that he had some connections to old Eastern Germany. I mean, that was also, communist country back in the day, and he had some connections there. So I think that is Fortskrit. I think so. Yeah, so also this guy, I don't know what the heck is this. I haven't ever seen like anything like this before, but I think be some kind of a windrow maybe, because the blade here, and yeah, probably, but yeah, okay, this is pretty neat setup. Look at that, 6-cylinder. Is it? Yes, it is. Damn. That probably has quite a lot of power and looks pretty good condition. Probably too expensive for us. So yeah, these are our stuff here. Let's just turn this a little bit better. And yeah, and this tractor I've serviced this, as you can see, it's pretty much full. Quite a lot of our 9 hours already. Oh, come on, why is it like that? Yeah, 9 hours already, but we have been working. It has been a quite a work-intensive summer, let's say, like that. But okay, somebody put the light on. I hate that feature in this FS25. It was quite a lot smoother in 22. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it is like that. But yeah, and also I bought a new chainsaw. Take a look at this. This is sweet. Yeah. It's old, but you know, it's nothing to be sniffed at, because it cuts wood like a hot knife of butter. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have a double amount of fertilizer. So he has a plan. I don't know what it is, but I will deliver. So I think yeah, I have a few points on here on my list. Yeah, and you haven't seen the raspberry shed also, and also the raspberry bushes, but I think I will see you a little bit closer at the farm, so I'll bring you back there. I will just go and drive there. I will, on the back home, I will check up the Ilves brothers. Did they get the tractor going, and there's no issues on that, but I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then. So yeah, everything was a-okay with the brothers, and they got to the field okay. And yeah, by the way, a lot of Estonian last names have a meaning. So actually, Ilves means lynx for you, for you English talking people, and Kingsepp means cobbler. That's pretty obvious. Yeah. So what else has been going on? The raspberry thing. Let's go to there first. And all the loose hay is now drying over there, so nothing is on the field, and actually those are full. So I am little bit worried about what to do with those, because new stuff is already coming, but I think we're gonna bale it. That will be a horrible job, I think so. But yeah, that is I don't know, maybe I could bale those, or I don't know, or just, you know, sell that loose hay. I think that could be done also, I don't know. But yeah, maybe I can't build anything, because one thing I can maybe build, which is in my plans, I'm planning to, you know, get the second chicken coop to my place, because those guys are producing quite a lot now, and that's pretty much too packed, that chicken coop now, and our rooster has been really busy. Yeah. So let's come here. That is still sleeping good. Doesn't need him around here now. So let's just take these and maybe we will just put those. What did he say? He said that the 2 fertilizer and 1 seed should be put here. Hang on. Come on, tilt now. To the right way, god damn it. Oh, why? What the heck? Why is it so damn difficult? Where's the trigger? I think it should be here. Oh, there it went. So 2 of these. I went over it. And 1 of these. Oh, this guy goes like that, so. Come on. Turn. It's quite far away. Okay. And now I need to probably... Oh no, now. Yeah. To look at that. So 3 went there. No, never mind. Where the heck can I go? Over here. No, now you're doing it like that. Okay. So I don't know what these I can lift by hand. Those is he in a crapper? No. What's that sound? What the heck? So it's coming here. Huh. Why are those trees keeping that sound? Maybe was it the one? Yeah, let's put 1 more. I don't know. Now I lost my count already. Strange noises those trees are making. Okay, but I'll lift these guys to the now to the trailer, and I need to, or no, I need to go to the I think I need to go to get that new trailer from the farm, yeah, and then try to figure out how am I going to, with 1 tractor, get on that. Because of these raspberries, yeah, I haven't shown these. This came out pretty nice, and then we have 1 load coming here. So this is pretty heavy. I can't lift it by hand, so I need to somehow do something. Yeah, but anyway, I'll get the trailer and maybe test out a little bit that, and I need to check how much I put there. Test out a little bit that trailer, how can I do it, and let's go to the store back then, because we could use some cows more. We'll see. Okie dokie, welcome back guys. Yeah, it has been a couple of days since in real life that I have recorded, and it took a while to get used to where we are. But let's check out, does this work? I needed to lift vehicle volume a little bit, because this is quite a quiet tractor compared to that other one. But it is now at the Ilves estate, and they have finished their field and taking a break, but we need to go once again and fill that guy up with diesel. So they have 2 fields to go. Okay. But I have placed an order to the Tom wholesale. Kind of easy thing in English that, I think so. So there is our chicken coop waiting. Materials for that. So we're gonna get that at the same time. Yeah, you're kind of I don't want to go too far, so this don't so that won't tip over. Pretty cool. Okay. So now I can attach the trailer also with this forks, but I think it looks a little bit stupid. But anyway, I can move it around. But maybe we will check out this guy. Does it have a... I can't remember. Did we check that? Did it have the front hitch? I can't remember for the life of me. But let's take those apples along. And this guy is so slow with that. I think this would definitely need a little update, maybe just a little bit faster. And if I would get those raspberry pallets just so wonky loads, I could, just push these guys with these more heavier ones with these liftable ones. So no problem on that, gameplay wise. So these are everything is have to be sold at the Tom's wholesale, seems to be. But here we go, first load of raspberries and apples, pretty nice. And my father's greenhouse should be ready to harvest pretty soon. Is it now touching the ground, the wheel there? I'm not sure. Maybe I should have just leave those a little bit on the back. Yeah, okay, so I don't think there's nothing much left. We're just gonna pick those materials for the chicken coop, but I will see you at the store. Just enjoy the scenery and my beautiful Zetor. Okay, so we are here, and then there is our stuff, and let's take a looky here now. Yeah, hold it on, yeah, let's back out there. Okay, 2200. Well, that's okay, because I have to pay for these materials, and those were 5,000. 5,000. Yeah, so we got, here we got a little structure materials. I think this is the fencing with the poles and the actual fences, and here's the roofing materials, and all sorts of stuff, nails probably, and those, everything else. And paint we have by ourselves. And look at this, what the Toms have bought. yeah, I don't know where it is, but looking pretty good and makes life all lot easier, you know. Yeah, so we can use this and it's kind of a pretty good customer service. Yeah, things are looking much better, you know. And we can also raise those chickens, get a little bit more. I could probably hang on, why doesn't this take this? Didn't go as planned, obviously. Oh my god. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna do, but yeah, okay, yeah. So let's pretend a little. Yeah, now I'm lifting with that Massey. I don't like to do this, but what can you do? This is just, it would be too much. Maybe we can, yeah, let's just put, these are really light. I don't know, what is it? Kind of about 20 kilos, everything. But I kind of like this mod, you know. Gives that little bit that extra stuff, you know. Yeah, but let's put that guy over there. And the last, oh my god, does this fit? Hopefully it will. I need to grab it a little bit further so I can see something. Yeah, like so. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, so chicken coop is here. And, looking pretty awesome. Should I fill? Yeah, and always we could sell the bales, quite a lot of them away, because I was thinking and planning that we have so much of those smaller bales that definitely we are going to get another cut from that field, all of the fields during this year. So if we just concentrate on that baling, it's a hard work, but I don't mind. I don't mind, because the cash would be really nice. And also the Ilves brothers are going to plant all of their fields, you know, against winter. So winter barley, wheat and canola. So that could be one thing. We just push on those bales, and then during the winter time a little bit forestry work, obviously. We could raise a nice amount of cash. So we are down to 2,700 after this. I have paid these materials, but money is rolling in anyway. I think so. And yeah, and there is next year, there is 50% waiting of those Ilves brothers fields of crops for us. So that would be really cool. And I would like to now get a little bit more of those cows. Maybe I will just sell one of the maybe I will just sell one load of wood, go to the forest again, and maybe use this trailer. I don't know. And I won't, because this is too long. I can't lift those that wood by hand. It's so long. Yeah, need to use the older one. And yeah, that would be then get those cows in, get a little bit more of that milk out of them. Hopefully get the ton dairy going. That would be really cool, because we have those bales over here, there, and the feed for the cows we have plenty, because those hay drying poles are full everything. So basically we could sell all of our bales, and there is hundreds of them. Yeah, and just get the money for a bigger baler, and yeah, taking baling to the next level, because I'm pretty I'm pretty fed up with that hand baler and those guys. So yeah, maybe upgrade some of our stuff, or I don't know. That's next year's thing, but this year, because take a look at that field 12 here. Was it 12? Yeah, that's quite a big field, and that's on harvest stage. The better second last growth stage, that is next month. So it is possible that we could get third cut, one more cut, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe with that little bit less, 50% less yield, we'll see. So yeah, my father is coming to help me with this project, and I was thinking about, the bees are awake now. Yes, they are doing their thing, making us money. So this would be a pretty cool place. I think I will just leave the stuff here, so we can take it out of the trailer and start building that thing. Yeah, so they would be quite I don't know how much fence we have on that package, how big of a pasture we can make those, but they can roam here free, and I have all of this land, pretty much useless, so I could just, if there's enough fence, I could all go all the way here. Yeah, but we'll see. I think yeah, I think I will see you maybe a couple of days. I will get a little bit of that lumber, wood delivered, couple of loads maybe, and then we will get the cows. Yeah, and yeah, but I will see in maybe a couple of days. Let's see the weather. Good morning, guys. It has been a couple of days, and yeah, that was really nice time to rest. But we have had a rain couple of days, and here's the coop. Looks pretty cool, and I already moved all the little ones here, so this can be kind of a home for them. But yeah, actually in game I bought this that herdman stick, and god dang, it doesn't work with that chicken coop. I don't know what's wrong. It works fine with that in game, with moving the chickens. It loads the chickens, but that other one doesn't recognize it. So I needed to sell it from there. But yeah, I don't know what to do with this chicken thing. Maybe we will develop it at some point a little bit bigger, or I don't know. We'll see about that. But anyway, the grown-ups can wander here at the yard. But we'll see. That is so minimal now. But I have here one load, quite a big load actually, of wood, and we need to go again, or I will do it off camera. I will you know, fill up the tractor. The Ilves guys, Ilves brothers, have actually now cultivated this field 6 here. Yeah, that's pretty good. And they have only the field number 5 left. And yeah, then I must remember to do back that favor that I owe to the Toms, and I need to cultivate their field, that field 3 of the left hand down corner. Yeah, that needs to be done, because I borrowed that hay wagon and actually will probably borrow it again. Okay, we have had a little hail damage. Seems so. Yeah. Well, that's okay. So what we are going to do? We are going to sell these logs, but we're gonna get those cows, and we're gonna go and grab that animal trailer which is at the yard, so you can see, because I can daisy link this. We're gonna take that with us. I don't know how many cars that holds that trailer. I'll bet not many, but we'll see how many cows we are able to get. Yeah, and obviously that is then just, you know, working. Let's see how I can do this. Put it up there. Luckily I have that dolly, so it's really easier to back up, you know. Oh my god. Come on dude, you can do it. Yes, I can. I think I can. Straight from there. Come on, take it. Oh jeez. No. I think I was not too close. I was too far away. Yeah. Look at that. All right. But yeah, it's struggling a little bit. I think I will see you at the store. Yeah. But yeah, one thing, I was having this saw the eldest of Ilves brothers, and having this conversation with him was really interesting. And because I was asking him that how are they, what are they going to do with the fields after that? What have they, now that they have cultivated? So it seems that they have this wood area, by the way. Where is it? Hang on, I'll show you. Let's take the farmland. Yeah, they have this one here. So they are taking quite a risk. Yes, they have all these trees by between the mill and the road. So they are going to get rid of it. They're gonna sell all the wood on there. And I was just like, what in the summertime? Why prices are so low? But they don't have any choice. And actually they don't, because I don't have any gear except for that grass seed cedar, and they don't want grass, they want crops, obviously. So they are starting quite a big forestry operation there, and there's a company, I don't know where, maybe it is in Estonian company, but some figures from some bigger city, and I don't know where, but yeah, they have hired them, and they are gonna export all the trees, and I think the Tams were in the, like a middleman there, and they had connections in Sweden, and it's just, they are just selling it as a pulp wood, raw wood, and it's going to Sweden in I don't know, sheep maybe, or something like that, but anyway, to Sweden. I don't know where, maybe paper mill or something like that. Yeah, but that's a pretty good thing, and they can, after that delivery, they can afford, get a tractor, and I think they have had an eye on that tractor which you saw on the Tom's yard there, but we'll see. I don't know, yeah, but I'm not gonna now stop this, because I was blabbering to you all this time driving here, so let's go on it's still raining, but yeah, quite a train this. Well, yeah, but this is, saves one trip to come here. Not so, I think, not so road legal thing. But yeah, there's no policy. No. Let's see. I wonder how much we can get. Yeah, and one thing, I think I will leave these trailers here and hook up with that hay trailer, and you will see then on the next episode how much I have sold those bales, because yeah, that's a little boring thing, too. And I need to remember to go and fill up that green tractor. Let's see, that's I think that's 8 trees on there now. No, 4,400. Slight disappointment. I thought it was more, but good money anyway. So I think we will just leave this one. Why that sound comes? Annoying. Just put that. Look at that. Those go wet. Those really cool. So I think we could now that the animal transport is working. Yeah, it had a little issues on that. Yeah, I was just so stupid. But you can, if you can't remember, take a look previous episodes. Or yeah, I don't know. Did I mention it on the beginning of this episode? Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Yeah, 5. Okay, we're gonna take 5 then. How? Why? Oh my! Has it always been 1 1175 or 1200? I don't know. Well, we'll take 5. Thank you. Yeah, and that's pretty good for now then. Let's see how much they consume and things like that. Yeah, but I need to deliver these first, and then I will come back for the hay trailer again. Oh my god, but I need that one, obviously, because it's a fuel up thing. Okay, yeah. So, but I think this is the episode for today. And yeah, I hope just to see you on the next one, and really thank you all for receiving this series so amazingly. So thank you everybody, and all the best for you. Bye bye.
The heat of July will bring new work and new burdens. Wood orders climb, the fields demand rolling, and the hens keep Waltteri busy with complaints only a farmer can understand. But Peeter senses opportunity too. Supplies arriving from the west, new markets opening, and perhaps a chance to expand before the cold returns. Work trades for work, favour for favour. But soon, he must decide what kind of farm the Kingseps are building, and what must be risked to grow it. Episode 8 approaches, and with it, the hardest labour of the summer. Join us and subscribe to the channel for the next episode.